I really like this view. I really like how this all looks. It's just the way the colors are, it just has a very nice look to it. Hello and welcome back to Transport Fever. Last time out we connected all this up to Chicago and gave ourselves some really weird road system, which isn't brilliant because, as you can see, that the barriers are missing here, or the walls are missing here, and the walls are missing here, and it's a little bit awkward down here, but it's the best we can really do, as we are going to have other rails going through here, and we're just going to need a way in and across the city. We still don't have a way across here, so that's the first order of business today. So let's go ahead and pick a street to make a large street. Pick a street, any street. Let's pick alright, tell you what, let's pick you. This one right here. So that's now a large street because that just continues along here, so we can sort of continue that one along like so, and that means that this probably needs to become a large street as well. There. That's not possible, so that's okay. That's alright. We'll deal with that. Okay, so we've got that. We've got that now. This can be a large street. I might get rid of this bit and just continue the road along here, but I don't know. Let me know if you think I should. Right, and we will pick lots of Rs today. Let's see, if I was to try and bring a bridge across here, what would happen? It would actually work. Somewhat. I mean, it's got bridge pillar. What the hell's pillar? Pillar collision. But I think we can make this work. And I think there will be a way to make that work. I mean, we should be able to fit the pillars in between. And if we can't, we'll just spread out the rail just a little bit. Let's see again from. Actually, you know what? What if I were to do it from out here? Yeah, okay, I've got an idea. If I were to do a road like this, these can be medium roads. So that can also... Oh, that's a large road all the way. So that's okay. Let's do that. Okay. Collision with what? That. Not if we make the bridge. Ooh, hold on. There. What if we did that? That looks okay to me. Yeah, that actually looks okay, and if we ever have to, we can just we can just adjust these lines. We'll probably be able to fit another 2 under there anyway, if we really had to, which we probably will be needing to do that because these lines are most likely going to extend that way in some time. So okay, so we've got some ways across. I still haven't forgotten about the bus routes. But the thing is, what I want to do is I want to get all these rail routes running so that when we have the buses running around, we're going to see, you know, every time we go, let's say down this road, you're going to see trains running in and out of here. And when we get to this side, you'll see trains running in and out and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's built up quite significantly. We've been through all those numbers. Now, what I want to do is I've taken on board a suggestion that some people are saying, I haven't tested this, that you can't drop off freight at a passenger station. So if that is the case, I am going to make use of that in some places. Although, that being said, the freight trains are generally going to be longer than the passenger trains. But that being said, I think we can make something work here. So let's go to a freight line, and we're going to go for one of these. Now remember, these ones are going to be something like over in Detroit, or Detroit. Detroit, we're going to have, before we do the freight line, let's do this. We are going to have to put in not an oil refinery, not a quarry, not a goods factory, not a food processing plant, and a steel mill? No, not a steel mill, that's going in somewhere else. Not a construction materials plant. I think it's a tools factory or machines factory. I think it's that, but I've got to find the right one. Here we go. So we're going to put one of these in. The question is where? I tell you what, we'll probably put it in on the other side. So the reason we've got to put one of them in is because Detroit makes cars, or historically made cars. So we're going to try and have some sort of machines and tools coming out of Detroit as the main hub, which means that we're going to need 600-meter stations over here. So here comes the big 600-meter ones. We'll see what kind of curvature we can get with them, and we'll give it, probably going to want something like 6 tracks. So that actually doesn't look horrible if we can line this up correctly. Now, lining it up correctly is going to be a whole different issue. So if we put this, if we try and pop this sort of in the middle, there we go. And then shift it one over, or is it one back? It's literally one over, but that curvature is just not good enough. It's okay, we'll make do. Let's pop it in like that. Okay, so now we've got ourselves. Let's see if this works. As long as that's enough space to run these in or out. That is enough space. Absolutely fine there, because then these would literally hook up like that. That's fine. Let's make sure there's enough space out this side. I should have checked this first. At 70. That's all good. Okay, so what this is going to be, this is going to be where we get all our steel in, and we'll get all our tools and machines out. So what we also need to do now is we need to work out, in fact, you know what, that's a bad idea. I'm going to delete that. We're going to build the same station again, but I think maybe it should be straight. Oh, the straight just doesn't look good. It's like you need it to be like that. So maybe if I just make it further out, like out here, that probably is a lot better. Yeah. Okay. Then we're going to work on the road. Now the roads here, oddly enough, there's more radial roads here. That's more like the UK, where our roads are radial as opposed to a grid system. See, that's more of a grid system, and that's more of a radial system, and it's interesting that it's ended up that way. But you know, we're still going to run the grid for a bunch of it. So, like for example, here we're going to clearly run some form of grid. Not like that actually. Yeah, we'll do that and that. That's what I want. Like so. There we go. That's not too bad. A little bit further out on this side than this side, but that's okay. Now, can we get a bridge over? It says collision. So maybe if we did it like that. Right, what's it colliding with? This bit here. But a high bridge would work. Now, I don't want such a high bridge. So, what I could do is I could use one of these tiny roads as a bridge road. So, we will convert this to a large road. And we'll just bridge it. There we go. Done. Simple. Simple and effective. That's bridge number 1. Now bridge number 2 needs to go from then, say, here. That's probably the best place to put the bridge. Do we want to... Tell you what, let's run this road out, this one here. Just a little bit. Just like that. So similar to that road. And then we'll do it. There we go. Keeps the bridge shorter. Perfect. So now we've got a way across to Detroit. There's 2 ways across. You know what we could do? Okay, I'm going to try this. Since this road is sort of... I'm just trying to see how far around I should curve this road. Ideally, probably there. Yeah, okay, I have an idea. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. We're curving this around a little bit more. There we go, like so. And then we're going to go from here. Yep, that looks good to me. That's exactly what I want. That is exactly what I want. And we'll do the exact same round this side. Oh dear, no, no, no. That's too steep. Let's try a wider angle. It's not what I wanted, but no. Come on. That's... How steep is that? Oh, that's way too steep. Can we try 1, 2, 1, 2? There we go, done. That's it, that will do. Perfect, so now we've got 4 ways so we can get to the industrial area, back and to and fro. That's great. That's exactly what we want. And I will actually take a screenshot of this area for the benefit of screenshots. Simply for the benefit of actually getting a thumbnail for this episode, because this seems to be the work that we've done in this episode the most. Screenshot saved. Next up, we need to... have I made a bodge up of this? No. We'll still be able to run all the lines out of that. That's fine. Because I am going to try and run some freight along these 4 lines as well as passengers. It's going to be interesting to see if that works out, but I do hope it does. Right, so we've got this, but we also need, like I said, we're going to have a depot here, right? So what we need to do is we need to work out where this is going to end up. So I think we should go run these 2. So the reason we're running these 2 along parallel is because the freight lines are going to connect to these 2, but these 2 also are going to be depot lines. So the main track will probably switch over quite quickly. How far out should we do this? So we should probably do something like that, and then that looks good. 69, 70 miles an hour, that's pretty good. Right? So I know that looks like a pretty yeah, that's a lot of tracks going in, but we are going to be streamlining those very, very quickly, as you're about to see. Actually, can we? No, we'll do it like this. So as that starts turning at 63 miles an hour, there we go. I mean, these are freight trains, so they don't need to go fast. Right. Okay. And now comes the big crossing moments. So we've got one here. And one here. But... oh, no, actually, we won't do that. Take those out. Yeah, let's take those out. Put these back in. We need to have this going straight. Straight. And we'll have the crossing down here. Yep, there we go. Oops. Like that. Okay. Can we have a double crossing? I don't know. Is this going to be possible? I have no idea whether something like this is possible. Probably not. Surely there's a way to make a double... there we go, double flip switch. So that goes across there, straight. That should work. It's the first time I've used double flip switches. That should definitely do the trick. At least in that way. Can I run these back though? I'm gonna try again. No, I can't run these back. Okay, that's fine. That's fine, because we can always run them back from up here. Or from back here, actually. We can just run them back right across this. There you go. Perfect. We'll just run them like that. No worries, no issues. No problems. Yep, that works for me. That's that, that's that, that's that. Now this is where everything streamlines, so... this line has come out of here, and it's already going to be switching over like so. There we go. That's already switched over. So that line now, so these lines, those 4 lines are the passenger routes or the main line. These 4 now are either going to be freight, which in this case they currently are freight, or we now have them switch over right the way across. Which is going to be interesting. Please work. There we go. So that's flipping right the way across. Now, again, that's going to allow me to switch from any track here. See, I like that fact that we can... so from here, we're actually going to be able to switch out, which is really good around the depot. See, around the depot area, that's absolutely fantastic. It's crucial to be able to do that. Yeah, that is absolutely crucial to have. That's a fantastic that's a fantastic addition to Transport Fever from the developers. Right, so now we've got all of that. These ones become the depot. Yeah, they will become the depot. Fantastic. And the depot can literally sit right here. So let's start plonking in some depot assets and see what we can put in before we end this episode. So let's line it up with this rail like that. Okay. And we'll literally put it, yeah, right here actually. This looks good. In fact, I tell you what we'll do. We'll do a double-sided depot. That will look really awesome. So we'll do that. We'll actually run these fairly close together. One, two. Should we add another one in? Why not? Like this. Come on. That looks pretty close. Those ones are almost perfect, but that's pretty close, and that is the end of the episode. So in the next episode we're going to be finishing off this depot over here, and we're going to start setting up the routes, all the routes that we can potentially set up, get trains running on them, and then we're going to continue. And I think we might just start working on freight, although realistically there's only 1, 2, 3, maybe 4, 5 cities that we want to connect with passenger rail. So, you know, maybe we can do that. I don't know. Haven't decided yet. I'll decide in the next couple of seconds before the next episode. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to hit the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on Transport Fever. Leave a comment in the comments box below. Let me know what you think of what I am doing so far. Hopefully you guys are really enjoying this just as much as I am enjoying doing this. And I hope you guys continue to enjoy what I'm doing just as much as I enjoy it. Alright, last but not least, do support me on Patreon. Link to that is in the description box below. Your support would be massively appreciated. It would help me just make so many more videos, and everything would be really a lot easier if I had some support on Patreon. So yeah, please do support me on there. Link to that is in the description box below, and I will see you guys in the next episode.